Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'll show you a cool no mythic class trial team you can use for this class trial in Dragonguard. Just become a really good classist with that new troop Huntmaster Arboreus. First things first, pop to the shop, grab yourself a tier 1. This will give you a potion of enchantment. All the troops will start enchanted at the start of each and every battle for this event only, and some other cool stuff at the same time. You can buy more tiers as you go along for even more class XP and more sigils. And at tier 5, you can pick up the class mythic weapon, the Dragon's Eye. Destroys gems, transforms the last enemy into empowered baby dragon. Pretty cool weapon, but no need to spend all your gems just to get that. You will pick it up for free once you've achieved 250 class wins in Dragonguard. Right, onto the team itself and the fights. You can pick on these champions in any order. Like, let's start on Queen Isabel, why not? She's always looking grumpy, so she's going to be first in line. I'm going to go for Huntmaster Arboreus, Fire and Ice, Silfrostenaf, and Divinia. There are other options to this. I'll just go over a couple of different options if you are missing one or two of these troops, because the mythic dragons you can use in this as well are pretty effective. I'll just explain that in a second. But Huntmaster Arboreus, as you probably well know, deals a decent amount of damage to an enemy, then creates 3 red gems boosted by dragon allies. So in an all dragon ally team, that is going to be the maximum amount. That loops more often than it doesn't, and he uses red so he can self-charge and do it again. Pretty useful in first place too. Place Hunter's Mark on enemies when doing skull damage, and reduce damage by skulls by 30% is pretty decent too. So lots of red from him. Fire and Ice is going to get charged up as well. This does damage to all enemies and gives 2 life to all allies. Silfrostenaf can chip in with some damage to all as well if the Fire and Ice didn't finish them off, and has the added bonus of freezing random enemies at the same time. Divinia is here because she explodes all red gems, cleanses all allies, and gives them life. And all those 4 matches we're going to be doing, we benefit from that Dragon's Blessing in a big way as well. Cause a random positive status effect on a random ally on 4 or 5 gem matches. Now, if you are missing sort of Silfrostenaf or Divinia, for example, and have other options available, then the mythic dragons in this are actually really good. Like, Diamantina is always going to be good. Uses red, obviously, and does a huge amount of damage to all. That's going to get charged up really, really quickly. At the same time, there are the other mythic dragons as well. Lemagrim's going to be good. That does damage to all, uses red. Very good options indeed. Some people may be tempted to use Essenzia, because it gives all dragon allies a 50% start with mana, but I'd advise against it. It's just not worth it. That 50% start where we get mana with that potion of enchantment really quickly anyway, we can be ready to cast in no time. And that middle trait, Song of Light, summon a light storm at the start of battle, is going to be yellow, and that is going to mess up our constant stream of red. So you don't really want to use Essenzia in this team. The only way I would use Essenzia is if you were to go along the Diamantina route. If you have Diamantina, then absolutely, you can have Huntmaster Arboreus, Diamantina, anybody else you like, Divinia and Essenzia. Give Diamantina a 50% start with mana. Then that light storm is actually going to help that, because obviously Diamantina uses yellow as well, so it doesn't really matter if you pick up red or yellow. Either way, your Diamantina will get charged up really, really quickly. Banner for this, I'm going to go for +2 red, +1 green, -1 yellow. Not too bothered about Divinia's yellow. There might have been a better option there somewhere, but didn't really look too hard. I was like, yep, that red, that will do. Let's just see if there was anything slightly better. That doesn't. Yeah, that's not too bad. But I do want to get my Huntmaster Arboreus up quickly. That's technically better because 2 of our troops use blue as well. Oh, I might change to that. Don't think we can have any issue getting our Huntmaster Arboreus up and ready to rock and roll. Class for this, obviously a Dragonguard, talent trees. First one's kind of irrelevant, so you can pick anything you like. Fireproof, always handy. Vanguard, really good. Gain a barrier at the start of battle. Firestarter, create a firestorm at the start of battle, which is red, which is what we want. Gift of Fire, all red allies gain 1 magic. Very good indeed. Firebringer is good, as is Banishment. I prefer Banishment. Very powerful. Dispels all enemies on 4 or 5 gem matches. If they had Barrier, if they had Enchant, anything like that, it just takes it away on a 4 match, which we'll be doing often. And Fireblade, you've got to have it even if we're not going to probably be able to use it. in this event. But anyway, let's dive in, do a few scraps. Grumpy Queen Isabel is up first. Looking for red. See, even without that potion, that 50% start, we're like ready to go absolutely straight away. Not a lot of red there, but may take an extra cast of this for it to get it going. But now we've got ready. We got ready straight away, and our damage to all finishes them off quickly. There were a couple of other options you could use for the damage to all option on the weapon. Let's just take a quick look at that ever so quickly. So you want red. You want to benefit from all that red from Huntmaster Arboreus. And we'll type in damage to all. Have a quick look. See, plenty of other options we could have used, like Burning Scythe is low damage, but it's alright if you've got the Diamond Ring of Fire and Ice, not bad. Summer's Fury, not bad. Does damage to all enemies, create 6 red gems. Yeah, some okay options, but I do like the Fire and Ice, because I forgot to show it earlier, but it has a couple of cool upgrades as well. Freeze the first enemy when you cast it, burn the first enemy, and also create a red gem and create a blue gem, which is really cool because it uses both those colours, so it just gets extra gems on the board which give it an extra chance to get going again. Not that we particularly need it, but more is more. Every little helps. I'll grab that format to the top. See, that's why no need for the, what do you call it, Essenzia, 50% start on dragons. This is ready to go so quick, it doesn't really matter. Let's just do this first set of people, then I'll move on to the slightly higher levels, see what goes on. Back her out of it. Damage to all. Kaboosh! Like, even though we're not picking the colours specifically for our Frostenath, it will get charged eventually anyway, maybe. Most of the fight is going to be over before Frostenath is ready, to be fair. But if you're a newer player to the game, not hitting as hard as my troops do, then that certainly will be useful. The Potion of Enchantment means it's ready sooner rather than later anyway, and it's ready now. So we'll give Frostenath a bit of action. There you go. You got involved. Done the damage, got the glory. Alright, let's just do this set and I'll jump forward to these slightly more difficult battles. Cast your Huntmaster Arboreus. Normally recommend taking out that Valraven thing at the bottom. That was a slight mistake from me there. There you go. Make sure you get the Valraven. When you get that, you stick 2 extra sigils in the bag, which means more battles. More battles means more points. More points means more XP, which is exactly what you're here for. Right, I've jumped forward a little bit, so I'll just show a couple more battles of this with this team. Really is straightforward still. It's not like you need a Diamantina or Tiamata team, anything like that, but after I've shown a couple more of these, I'll show that team as well, just as a couple of extra battles. Let's make sure we get that Valraven. Thank you very much. Get them extra sigils in the bag. Bash them out a bit. Bash them out a bit. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squash. If that's even a thing. Well, it is now, because I invented it. I didn't invent it, just thought of it. I don't know. I don't know. Let's get our red so everybody can be dead. Damage to all. Gaboosh. Got a red storm going on. We don't care about them bringing in that summon. We'll bash him on the head for being so insolent. Let's get some more red. Bash that thing around the bonds. Damage to all. Job done. Right, let's change this team around a little bit now. Let's show what we can do if you decided to go the Essenzia route. So Essenzia, 50% start for all dragons. Let's pop that in place of Frostenath. And let's say you've got a Diamantina. You can pop that there. Doesn't really matter, it's going to be pretty much all you need. And that is it. Pretty much any weapon you like, really. It's going to work anyway. What else we got? If you didn't have Diamantina and you had Tiamata, it's still going to be relevant. It's still going to work well with fire and ice. It's still got damage to all. Elemagrim still does damage to all as well, so either of these would work. So really cool. Let's just do a few more levels showing how we use Essenzia. Because this time it is important to get a 50% start on Diamantina. 15 out of her required, 30 already done. There we go, one match of red, absolutely ready to go. That yellow storm now from Essenzia is actually coming in handy. That middle one there, summon a light storm at the start of battle. All these yellow, actually really good for Diamantina. Diamantina is ready. Diamantina says, hello everyone, goodbye everyone. Simple as that. Stick onto Medals of Nisha to increase the power of your Diamantina and your fire and ice. And it's going to be incredibly straightforward. And Queen Isabel is going to look even more unhappy than that in a minute. She's a grump a lot, isn't she? Can still create a red. Can still charge up Diamantina really quick. And kaboosh them out of there. And fire and ice was ready as well. Yeah. Right, let's make this the last one. The cool thing about Diamantina, literally all the mana you get is useful in one way or another. And that storm from Essenzia really does help out. And she summons a bone storm as well, so that would start off at the bone storm. That's why it's important to have Essenzia below Diamantina, because Diamantina would start with that bone storm at the start of battle, but because the order priority of storms is in the order of the troops, then the troops below that would override that storm. So Essenzia would summon a light storm, which would override, excuse me, Diamantina's bone storm. Storm priority. Top to bottom, left to right. That's the best way to remember it. Kaboosh! There it is! Job done! Not doing any more. That is the video. There it is. If you enjoyed it, found it useful, helpful, any of that kind of stuff, be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. And have a look at the joining membership page, maybe. Always nice to have new members. There's a video. Thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.